work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Rockets have shot free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
It's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the boards.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Here's Kane after the made shot from the professor. The dish to Harden. He tries for 3. That's good. Kane's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
And they're scoring.
Coming up this Friday, January 13th.
A more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they're getting offensively, too, because they're starting to knock down that mid-range jumper.
The professor in at shooting guard. At small forward and power forward, it's McDermott and Gibson. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Reeves in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Back to Rose. From 12 feet out. That's good on the jump shot.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
From downtown, Kane, no luck. The Bulls leading by 9. Passes to the professor. The turnaround jumper. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. Here is House. He's covered by Rose. They set the screen. The feed to Johnson. Pass to Biyombo. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kane. He tries for 3. Capela passes to Johnson. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
Maybe that'll ignite. It'll be impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked. That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Jones checked in for the Rockets. Lisa comes in for Johnson. Here's the professor. A second chance effort. Jones trying to get open. And Noah with the layup. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And the professor picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Taj Gibson.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Anthony Davis.
Davis with the double team. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Gordon. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. This is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
They set the pick. Right side Jones. Down low. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Biyombo.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here is House. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Ariza dishes to House. Back to Ariza. It's rebounded by the Professor.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The Bulls in second.
Yeah, they've been on a defensive tear lately, allowing so few points, and I think it's the energy with which they play.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Both free throws good from the Professor.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Professor in the last outing against the Celtics got down to business. He had 64 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And, you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night. Here's a look at some stats for Jimmy Butler. How last month turned out for him. He's around 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output, and you know he's always looking to push himself.
And that's what the best players do, Steve. You play with one of the all-time greats in Michael Jordan. Nothing comes easy in the NBA against top talent, night in and night out. And I think the way he's been playing shows he's been working a lot on different aspects of his game.
Left side, Butler. Here's the Professor, and the Bulls, another three.
Absolutely on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Feeds to House. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Jones. Left side, Jones. It's rebounded by Noah.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
And the pass to the Professor. And Jones over to help. Here's the Professor. And he's got 41. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. To take a look at the Bulls, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Cleveland, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
You know, I think for Chicago, they've done it again this season. Established themselves as one of the league's elite teams.
And, you know, that's really the mark of the great. Do it over and over again, particularly when the expectations are high, because the pressure's on, and all you can do is continue to work and compete and try to perform at the same level you've been at. And that's exactly what this team's doing. Now, he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Harden outside. Pass to Kane. There's the screen. Outside, Jones. Offline with his three.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And it's Butler missing. Rockets trail by 17. Here's Kane. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And the basket by Jones.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And he gets it to go. 45 points for the Professor.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Harden kicks to Montezumas. Harden the pass to Jones. Stolen by Gordon. Here's the Professor. He has 45 points. Ariza brings the double. The Professor passes to Butler. Trying to get open, it's Davis. That drops.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Dishes to Jones. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Montejunas. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Kicks it to Butler. From deep. Shot is off. So as we conclude the first...
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as always. Give me the ball. Let me...
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do...
We begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Jones is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's House in at the 1 spot. Rockets trail by 18. He kicks it to Harden from downtown, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Here's the professor. Can't get it to go. Excellent D that time from Jones. Harden dishes to Jones. In transition, here come the Bulls. Ball stolen. Ariza kicks to House. He feeds it to Biyombo. To the inside. And that one's good. House has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
The dish to Butler to the wing right side. Bulls moving the ball around. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Rockets trail by 13.
Rockets call to
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Chicago leading by 11. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Top of the key. And it falls over the rim and in. The professor's got 47 points.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
And it's blocked.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Passes it to House. Fires for three, and that one's good. House has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Here's the professor, and yes, sir, that one drops.
And their interior defense getting exposed. Once again, how many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. It's House outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Butler. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 3rd rebound tonight. 9 feet out. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's the professor. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Here's Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. The feed to House. Pass to Ariza. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Check out some of the numbers here for James Harden. What a string of games he's put together here lately. I mean, he's in high gear. Check out the stats. He's putting up 26 points a night, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds. It's his anticipation that I like the most about him. That's what leads to all those steals. He thinks the game out, reads the play before it develops.
Yeah, is what you nailed there, Steve. His hands are probably as quick as his mind. And that's another reason he's such a pesky defender.
He doesn't get the second one.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Rockets trail by 17. To the paint. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand, Jen. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Johnson over to help. Back to Rose. Here's Reeves. And the layup's good off the glass. Reeves. And here's Harden. 12 points for him. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice last break. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Kane, no luck.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
Back to Rose. There's the 3. And the shot is good. Rose has got 5 now.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Here's Harden. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's been a great day for him. And if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Pau Gasol for Chicago. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Well, you look at the professor, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, James Harden. He really does a great job leading his team. Such an unselfish player.
Yeah, both these guys have been passing the ball so well, really making the offense easy for their teammates.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
They get it back. There's the professor. And the Bulls with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Johnson kicks to Harden. Chicago grabs the miss. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Well, they thought they'd handle this club last year both times, but they actually split the two season meetings.
And he gets it to go.
He was the first one to